also earn extra income. So Reality Crowd TV Media Corporation. So ultimately I see four major problems in the industry. Funding portals need deal flow. So Kickstarter and Indiegogo, they don't. But if you're a new funding portal, you need quality deals to be brought to your portal. You need a way to business development, right? How many of you are in the business of business development?
Sure.
Okay, great. I mean, right now, knock on the door of a funding portal, if you could bring them deals, you could work something out. It's that, they're that needed right now. They need help. Entrepreneurs. Oh, actually, additionally with the funding portals, they need deal flow. They need help in social media. Some of these guys, Fundrise.com has 3,000 followers on Twitter. They've been around for 3 years, and they just raised 31 million in a Series A. I don't know if you guys saw that news, but the Series A, 31 million, that's huge. So I'm knocking on their door to provide them with social media services, because in 6 months, Reality Crowd TV has 15,000 followers that I built organically. And so I'm going to try to sell them. And education. A funding portal cannot be one-on-one with every single crowdfunder who comes onto their portal who wants to raise capital. Like, I can provide services to them aside from their silly little blog post that says this is how you crowdfund. The extent of education on the funding portal is, here's a blog post, read it, now you'll know how to crowdfund. It's ridiculous, huge opportunity for education. Entrepreneurs. There's only, on Kickstarter, there's only a 43% success rate currently. That was much higher at 60%, but it's gone down for the first comment that I made. Great idea one day, a week later you're launching on Kickstarter. People, I always say this, crowdfunding leads to hope, hope leads to action, and currently action leads to 1 week, great idea, next week that. I want action to lead to education. There's two ways to make money in business. Make money on the ignorance of people, or make money educating people not to be ignorant. And that's what I'm trying to do. I don't want people to be ignorant. Consultations. You can get them to be client. With consultants, their issue is they need more clients. And they also need a way, let's say you're just a traditional small business consultant and you don't know anything about crowdfunding. What if you had a tool that you can say that you can help people on crowdfunding, and all you're really doing, which is what all consultants do, is brokering to a list of pre-vetted people who can help them? Wouldn't that be a great tool for a small business consultant to say, I can help you in crowdfunding? And now they have a tool to help people with exactly those services? That's what I'm thinking of. That's part of what my plan is. And then finally, service providers, the people that are brokered to, they need leads too. A social media guy is looking for someone to help in social media. A PR guy is looking for somebody to help in PR. It's an amazing opportunity to connect the right people with the right resources. This is my brochure. Nothing really to see here. I can send you this via email. So clients today, I have 6 clients who currently are on monthly retainer. So just to back up, October 23rd, 2013, I hear about crowdfunding. December 24th, Christmas Eve, I quit the Hartford Insurance Company and I do this full time. I gave them 3 weeks notice. Kind of a funny story. On December 5th, I was at a colleague's desk and a phone call comes in. It's the VP of the department, and he says, please have Manolis come into my office right away. And I've been sending out press releases for the last 2 months. I'm like, crap, I'm done. So like I'm walking down the hall, I turn the corner, VP's office, my direct supervisor's there as well. So I'm like, yep, it's over. I go in, long story short, they promote me, like right then and there. They promoted me. So I'm like, okay. I was planning to give my 2 weeks notice on the 13th, so this isn't good. The next day I come in early, I go to the admin and I say, please don't send out the announcement. I need to talk to them for a minute. And I gave them my 3 weeks notice the next day. So it's kind of a funny story. But.
What do your clients get?
My clients. Karma Crowd is hired me for social media business development. So on April 27th, we took over their Twitter and their Google+. They only had 59 followers on April 27th. If you look on Twitter right now, I believe they have over 8,000 followers. We supercharged it, but if you look at it, it's 10, 20 retweets. This isn't just fake followers, this is engagement. We're building a community for them on social media, and we could do this for any business. In a way, we're hedging our bets. If for whatever reason crowdfunding hits the fan, we're still going to be here. We're teaching entrepreneurship. We're using crowdfunding to help entrepreneurs raise capital. We're also using crowdfunding as one of the best lead generation tools there ever was.
What do you do for Hartford?
I gave 2 presentations at the Entrepreneurial Center for Women, and I did that through the SBA. Yep. So yeah, I'm also talking with Westcon currently. Have you guys heard of Westcon's program, the Center for Creativity, Compassion, and Innovation?
No.
They were one of only 2 programs in the nation that was seed funded by the Dalai Lama. It's kind of a cool thing. They got seed funded by the Dalai Lama, so they're kind of like a startup themselves. Yeah. I'd like to introduce you to Christopher Cook, actually. He's the director. Yeah. And I'm actually talking with them right now, and we're still in discussion. They sent an idea that I had for them to their provost, and they said, I said, wouldn't it be cool if we could have a public-private partnership where we create an innovation hub for crowdfunding? Basically a co-working incubator and accelerator where we split the profits. With my real estate experience, I rented 75 apartments in a year and a half. Basically, it's just the same thing. You know, a co-working space is a gym membership for entrepreneurs. And I would just kind of run it and provide the crowdfunding content as the way to get membership and keep things rocking and rolling.
You made a comment a moment ago,
Sure.
and it's sticking in my head. You are using a variety of tools in social media development, PR, marketing, and a 9-step program that would fit any business development activity, not necessarily a crowdfunding specific business development activity, to support an entrepreneurial community. And I don't mean this in a pejorative way, but you're merely the facilitator in connecting one resource to a need, one need to another resource. And I presume you take a little piece out of each of those transactions as it passes through.
Yeah. I mean, currently I'm doing a lot myself. Like I'm doing some of the social media, like on LinkedIn and Google+, I'm actually become very good at that myself. And I need to become good at it before I can hire someone else to do it, right? You don't want to just not understand something and just then pass it off. But on Twitter, I get a cut of that every time because I don't physically do the Twitter. But I have a guy on my team, like I basically get like depending on what the contract is, on average it's $250 that I would get, and then he gets the rest.
So out of the group of clients that you're currently serving today, can you point to a measurable improvement in their success as a result of engaging with you?
Yes, and my newest client, I don't know if I have them on here. Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, I have 7 clients. I didn't put one on there.
It's 18% growth.
So one of the clients that I mentioned is Patch of Land. Patchofland.com is a real estate crowdfunding platform. They hired me just on Monday. And the reason why they knew about me was because I was invited as a media partner as Reality Crowd TV to the Global Real Estate Crowdfunding Conference in New York. Tickets were $1,000 a piece, but apparently I'm a member of the media now. It's kind of cool. And you know, I came in there and I got in there for free, networked with these guys. With my real estate background, I could speak their language, so they understand that I'm of value to them. I wrote a blog post on LinkedIn about their company. They didn't do any PR, any kind of media, except for what I did for them. They said the next day they had 20 accredited investors register on their website, and they said that we can only attribute it to what you did on that blog post. On LinkedIn, they have a new function that says most viewed. You know, what number are you in comparison to your contacts? I have 9,000 contacts on LinkedIn, and I'm the number 42 viewed person out of 9,000 people. Number 1 is Tony Robbins. I'm trying to beat him, but you know, it's gonna take a while. If I can get Tony Robbins, you know, I want to be the Anthony Robbins of crowdfunding. That's my goal. So you got the funding portals. They use me for business development.
Good luck.
Pleasure. Thank you, sir. They use me for business development, and here's the other concept that I'm proving manually. One Day, Two Legends and Learn to Play Music were direct referrals from Karma Crowd. They were so happy with what I did for them, they said, here's 2 people using our platform, help them with what you're doing. I want to get across what I'm proving manually. I'm the prototype user of a technology that needs to be created, and I could see this industry 360, I could see exactly what needs to be created. I'm the prototype user of what anyone like me would use in an ecosystem. An online ecosystem could have also some components that are physical, but I want to get that point across that if you look at it in a real estate perspective, if you're a real estate agent, you want to focus on a property listing as opposed to going after a buyer. Because if you have the property listing, you market the property listing and the buyers come to you. The funding portal is the property listing. I market the property listing, they're going to send me the buyers or the crowdfunders. A technology ecosystem, API integrated with funding portals, part of my ideas that I'm thinking about.
So how do you compete against Robert Hoskins? Because he seems to have a lot of the same plans.
So I'm in discussions with them to potentially become part of their company too. We're working together.
All right.
But you know, long term, I don't know if I want to just do that though, because what I want to create is a marketplace in between entrepreneurs and funding portals. I don't want to physically fund. I want to be in the space in the middle.
So what
And create that ecosystem like Kevin said, connecting, developing, building, deal flow, education, all that.
what's your belief on affiliate marketing?
I believe in it.
But its role specifically with crowdfunding?
So affiliate marketing is different than multi-level marketing. I don't think multi-level marketing should come into play in this industry.
I'm not talking
And I know, I just want to make that,
affiliate
I want to
marketing.
make that distinction for everyone. MLM would ruin crowdfunding. I think it's a bad idea. Affiliate marketing and its role with crowdfunding, there's a lot of things that you could do with that. A lot of things that you could do with that.
We should talk, because my personal belief is that the future of crowdfunding is affiliate marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I'd love to speak.
and being in the middle of that is where the money's going to be.
Yep. That's where I'm going, and the problem is I don't have a prototype of this ecosystem, but I'm going to share with you in a couple slides discussions I'm having, and if this doesn't work, I just came up with an idea how to do a very basic prototype.
So get us to those slides, because you're
Yeah,
going to
sorry.
run out of time.
Sure. So just currently, when I consult people, I charge a monthly retainer. If it's rewards and donation, a monthly retainer plus a percentage of fundraise. So like think Goldman Sachs for Kickstarter. Equity, debt, royalty, monthly retainer, and if they want to, if they want me to consult, then I might ask for equity, if they can't afford the monthly retainer for consulting. So I could ask for equity. Affiliate agreements, sale of crowdfunding education, information, and tools, as what the gentleman said, and then of course I can help with sponsorships, live events, and my show, and all those things. Strategy to scale. So I'm in a discussion with a company called Funding Roadmap to merge with them. Their tool is a business planning tool, due diligence, compliance, and they have this amazing piece which is not currently being developed called the crowdfunding hatchery. Marketplace listings is the entrepreneurs. Funding portal and broker dealer is kind of the integration of their model into their system. It's not API integrated, but they could pay a monthly fee to be part of this ecosystem to get the deal flow. And then service providers, of course, is the consultants and everyone else. So they have a very rudimentary prototype. I would totally gut their system if I got funding, but I'm merging with them so I could show someone, this is what I have, fund us, so that I can then make it better. That's what I'm trying to do. And then they also have a certified crowdfunding advisor program which certifies them on the tool, which I also would do for whatever ecosystem I create. So here's just a kind of quick view. They got the business planning, and her current tool, although she said she needs to make updates to it, is mirrored to the equity crowdfunding laws and regulations. So when you fill this out, you're going to save yourself time instead of going to an attorney and having to do it from scratch. You do all this and then you just have them review it. Due diligence support again for more regarding SEC. Numerical summaries report, another piece of that process. Crowdfund report, this is what you fill out so that you can promote, the entrepreneur can promote himself to the hatchery so that he can become a marketplace listing. And then here's the hatchery, right? You have the marketplace listing, the funding portals, and the service provider. So from a very rudimentary level, the founder of this is Ruth Hedges. She hosts the largest crowdfunding boot camp every year in Vegas. If anyone would like to speak with her, I'd be happy to introduce her. She's a great lady. And then that's her advisory program. So I asked her, how many users do you have of this? She only has 10. So she has herself in 10 different directions, very smart lady. And I said, let's merge. I'm all about business development. Hopefully she'll understand what I could bring, but you know, some people don't want to give away their babies, as you know. So strategic partnerships. I've just spoken with the guy of ultimatecrowdfunding.com. He's going to stop what he's doing and then become the blogger on my new site when I launch it. So I'm going to have somebody building links, blogs, strategic relationships. Crowdfunding.com is a magazine. I just kind of entered into an agreement with them, revenue share. I haven't tried to get sponsorships for my show, but after 24 hours, after every show that I have on Google Hangouts on Air, I have 250 live viewers that I've built up. So I mean, I'm going to start doing some sort of sponsorship revenue that I haven't tried over 8 months. I'm going to try it now. They're going to handle that piece, and we're all just going to cross promote it. Intertem Capital out of Austin, Texas, they approached me and said, can we do a series of 6 shows based on real estate crowdfunding? You know, they're going to promote it to an extra 30, 40,000 people who never heard of me before. And then I'm also, you know, again, I can strategically position what we're doing as a buyout candidate for a funding portal, which Karma Crowd says, we want you. I don't know if it's going to be more of a partnership, but if it builds enough, like, we could become a potential buyout target for people in the future. So, any questions?
My head is swimming.
A couple of weeks ago, a fellow was here with a modular wing design that needs 10